Welcome back. You're still watching Nile Cruise on Nile TV from Sultan Hassan Madrasa or Mosque, as we did say in the first part of the program. And Egypt is mentioned numerous times in the Quran, and the country's Muslim heritage has led the capital city, Cairo, to become known as the city of the 1,000 minarets. And of course, a tour of Islamic monuments can begin in Cairo, where we have Muslim worlds, the most important mosques, as Islamic Cairo is part of central Cairo around the old walled city and around the citadel of Cairo, which is characterized by hundreds of the mosques, tombs, madrasas, mansions, and fortifications dating from the Islamic era. To be speaking about all of these things and the beauty of Cairo nowadays, we are honored to be having with us on Nile Cruise Dr. Yehia Abdel, the Tourism Minister's consultant. Thank you very much for being with us today.
Thank you for
And Mrs. Hala, Ghandour, the tourism expert, thank you very much for being with us today.
Thank you very much for the invitation.
Mrs. Hala, let's start with the area that we are in today, Old Cairo. Tell us about the most important monuments here. And of course, this place is a touristic site. But what are the famous and important monuments in this place?
Of course, the citadel is the most important place here, and the mosque of Sultan Hassan, and the mosque of Mansour Qalawun, and of course the citadel, the mosque of Sultan Hassan. It replaced the two palaces of Mamluk princes, who were Prince Yalbugha al-Yahyawi and Prince Tanbugha al-Mardani. And so the mosque occupies the area of 7,906 meters square. It is a gigantic mosque. It is also the most expensive mosque in medieval Cairo. It cost 30,000 dirhams every day, and it was finished after 3 years of continuous work without idleness. The mosque contains a lot of masterpieces of Islamic arts, which make it the most expensive one, and it is unique in not only in Egypt, but also in the East. All the walls are made of marble, covered with marble and colored stones, and decorated with stucco decorations and the floral inscriptions of Kufic inscriptions representing Quran texts. Also, there is a Quran stand which is made of wood inlaid with ebony and ivory, which is considered the oldest one found in Egypt. And also there is the Dikkat al-Muballigh, which is made of marble. This Dikkat al-Muballigh is where the prayer leader stands to call people for praying at the praying times.
And there seems to be, Dr. Yahya, a concentration of Islamic monuments at the heart of Cairo, at the place that we are at right now. Why is that?
Actually, historically, this area was a mountainous area. That's why Saladin, he constructed, the El Gabal citadel, which is considered to be like a fortress, for the whole population of Cairo. We know the development of Al-Qata, Al-Askar, and Fustat, all this Islamic city. And a fortress was actually grandiose in design and development, because in time of, being menaced or threatened, by foreign forces, like the Mughals or the Crusaders or whatever. So the whole population of the town is considered to be encircled and, kept safe inside the citadel, which is going to have enough food for 6 months. Water, coming through canals from the Nile, and armaments and fort hold to protect the whole population. So that was a very strategic location. And then, other followers from Ayyubide, dynasties and Mamluks, which is the highlight of architecture of Islamic times, were developed in the vicinity of this area as the closeness, and protection as well.
Okay, Dr. Yahya, if I ask about this famous area, Old Cairo, with, of course, rich in monuments, what are the most tourism visits here? What is the area that attracts tourism more in this place?
Actually, Saladin, citadel, like the dynasty for the Muhammad Ali dynasty throne, like of Egypt, is considered to be like the number one, like destination for visitors worldwide because of two reasons: because of its uniqueness and in construction, and the role it played, like in, pushing away, like the Crusaders, and Saladin is a worldwide, like name and personality because, like of the events that happened during the Crusades. And there is, his name is like all over the world, many European families are called Saladin, Saladino, and is considered to be like a very courteous, and gentleman who represented, like the Orient and Islam during his negotiations and conflicts with during the Crusade War. So this is one aspect. And two as well, like because of the history of the area, Masjid Sultan Hassan Madrasa comes next after the Saladin Citadel because it's an icon of Islamic architecture and it reflects the grandiose and opulence of Mamluk period, and this is a manifestation of this history. Yes.
Yes, right now we're currently located between Sultan Hassan Madrasa and Al-Rifai Mosque. What does this tell us about the social life at the Islamic era? Does they complete each other?
Of course, it is. The society was. It costed them very much, very expensive. They were wealthy people because they have these huge mosques to be built at the same time at this era, and it is full of. They had architecture styles. They have. They were very professional in building,
so it was very expensive to be building both of them in front of each other.
Of course, it cost 30,000 dirhams every day to build such a construction.
Okay, sir, of course, not only Old Cairo, but Egypt is rich in monuments and old buildings everywhere.
Yes.
What are the plans by the Ministry of Antiquities and, of course, tourism to attract more tourists to Egypt to come and visit these places?
Well, actually, the Ministry of Tourism, just last week, it was concluded, like the WTM, the World Travel Market in London, and this is frequented by 50,000 visitors, and there are 15,000 destinations worldwide. In this international venue, I mean, there's an amount of about $12 billion will be concluded in that 3-day event. So the Excellency Minister of Tourism, Egypt had a very outstanding, pavilion over there, and used new digital information and marketing and promotion, like holograms, and it was highly praised, by many ministers of tourism, World Tourism Organization, and tour operators worldwide. So this is one of the areas that you promote tourism through travel shows, through fam trips, and through digital media and campaigns, and inviting tour operators and travel writers to the destination. So now we have a new initiative to promote Egypt within these parameters, like I already mentioned. Yes.
Yes, Dr. Yehia Abdel, the Tourism Minister's consultant, thank you very much for being with us today on Nile Cruise. And Mrs. Hala, Ghandour, the tourism expert, thank you very much for being with us today.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And dear viewers, we're going to a quick break, so please stay tuned.